Alright. So we're diving deep into endurance training today. We've got this audio clip and it's full of what they call insider secrets. More than just the usual like, hey, go run more type of advice. Right. And like way more. I think a lot of people, when they think about endurance training, they think about motivation, you know? Yeah. Like you've got to find that motivation. You've got to get psyched up. Yeah. And this clip is like, no. It's not about that. Not even close. It's about being consistent. It's like, you know, if you're training for a marathon, you don't just wake up one day and run 26 miles. Right. You got to do those short runs, you know, those daily runs. And you build that endurance over time. So it's like less about those like, you know, you see those Instagram posts of people and they're all like, I'm so motivated and stuff. And it's more about like just getting out there. Just getting out there and doing it. And doing the thing. Okay, that makes total sense. But there are so many different training techniques out there. How do you know which one's the best for you? It's like a forest out there. Yeah. There's a ton of different options. But this clip stresses that you get to know yourself and your goals first. Okay. It's not one size fits all. Yeah. Like you got your HIIT workouts, high intensity interval training. Right. Like super trendy now. Yeah. And it can be effective. You're boosting your VO2 max. Yeah. You know. Okay. Burning a lot of calories in a short amount of time. But, and this is a big but, it can be demanding on the body. It's tough. So what about like the, and I don't even know what to call this, but the slower way, like the not as intense for longer. Yeah. The low and slow. Low and slow. Exactly. So that is all about longer workouts, but less intense. But is it as good? It can be. Yeah. Definitely can be. Especially for building that endurance, that base. Yeah. You're gradually increasing your mileage or your workout duration. So your body can adapt. Adapt without just getting crushed every single time. Got it? So both approaches. They have their good things and their bad things. Yeah. So it's about finding what fits you. So it's about listening to your body, but also being aware of the burnout because that's like a real thing with endurance. Absolutely. Yeah. This clip stresses, you know, you got to balance those hard workouts with rest. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And rest isn't just sleeping, even though sleep is super important. Yeah. But it's also those rest days, you know? Okay. Yeah. Stretching, foam rolling, all of that. So it's like two sides of the same coin. Push hard, but also rest hard. Rest hard. Love it. Okay, cool. So what about nutrition? Where does that fit into all this? Nutrition. So the way the clip talks about it is like it's fuel. Like literally fueling your endurance engine. And it stresses a balanced approach. You know, you got to have those complex carbs like whole grains, starchy vegetables. Yeah. That's your energy, your long burn energy. And then protein. Absolutely. Protein. You got to have that to rebuild the muscles that you're, you know, breaking down. Yeah, totally. So and then you can't forget about the healthy fats, right? They also give you energy and help you just feel good overall. So it's like your car, right? Right. You need that right mix of fuel. Exactly. Like premium fuel. Yeah, exactly. Premium fuel for the body. Okay. So that's nutrition. What about? So a lot of endurance athletes hit plateaus. Yeah, they do. It's common. So how do you keep things interesting and challenging but not overdo it? This expert has some great advice for that. Oh. Vary it up. Like mix in some strength training with your cardio. Okay. So like, hit the weights. Yeah, lift those weights. It's not just for bulking up. It makes your bones stronger and joints stronger, and that helps prevent injuries. So it's like a well-rounded athlete type of thing. A well-rounded athlete. And you can vary your cardio, too. You don't have to just run. You can swim. You can bike. Even changing your running route can make a big difference. So keeping things interesting, keeping the body guessing. Keep the body guessing. Keep the mind engaged. Okay. And speaking of mind, we've been talking a lot about like the physical side of endurance training. Yeah. But I think the mental side is just as important. Huge. Absolutely huge. This audio clip dives into that. Like mental toughness. Okay. Let's unpack that a little bit. When I think of mental toughness, I think of just gritting your teeth and pushing through. Yeah. It's more than that. The clip talks about pushing through pain. Yeah. But also pushing through doubt. Oh, yeah. Pushing through fear. It's like training your mind. You train your muscles. You train your mind to be strong. To have that belief that you can do it. Exactly. You can overcome any obstacle. I love that. So it's like building that mental muscle. Building that mental muscle. Okay, so how do we do that? What are some specific strategies or things we can do to build that up? Well, the big thing that the clip talks about is you've got to challenge yourself consistently. It's like when you're lifting weights. You add more weight over time. Same thing with your mind. You gotta progressively challenge it. So it's not about waiting for that motivation to strike. It's about like actively searching out ways to be challenged. Exactly. Mentally. Exactly. So whether that's a hard workout or setting big goals. Okay. Even in your mindfulness and meditation. Oh yeah. That helps with focus. With resilience. Yeah. It's about pushing yourself. Being uncomfortable. So it's not about avoiding discomfort. It's about like being okay with it. Being okay with it. And then you grow. You grow from it. I like that. Okay. So being uncomfortable is good. But this mental toughness that we're talking about. Yeah. It doesn't just stay in the gym or on the track. Right. No way. This is where it gets really exciting. Yeah. We're not just talking about, finishing races. Right. We're talking about life. Yeah. Yeah. This stuff can help you in your job. Your relationships, everything. Because like if you can train yourself to run a marathon and push through all that pain and stuff, then like a work project doesn't seem so bad. Exactly. Or like a personal setback. It's about those same principles. Consistency. Yeah. Perseverance. Believing in yourself. So it's like this muscle that you're building that gets stronger with every workout. Every challenge. And that strength spills over into every part of your life. It's awesome. It's pretty cool. Yeah. It kind of seeps into everything. So like you train for a marathon, but you're training for life. I like that. Yeah. This clip though, it goes even further. It talks about how endurance training, it can give you it can make you more resilient, more disciplined. Oh yeah, for sure. And even more confident. Absolutely. It's like this ripple effect, push yourself physically. And then it's like this personal growth spreads out into all these other areas of your life. So like I can see that if you can run a marathon, you pushed yourself to that limit. Right. Then like suddenly a tough project at work. It doesn't seem so daunting. Exactly. It puts things in perspective. Yeah, totally. You're using those same endurance skills, that consistency. Yeah. perseverance. Yeah. That belief in yourself. So it's like this mental muscle that you're building. That's a great way to put it. And it just gets stronger with every workout, every challenge. It does. And the journey itself, the clip emphasizes that. Right. The journey is just as important as the destination. I like that. It's not just about crossing the finish line. Right. It's about the lessons you learn along the way. Totally. The growth. Yeah. Like all of it. The ups, the downs, the doubts. Yeah. The whole experience. A whole thing. And that kind of brings me back to something we talked about earlier about like consistency over motivation. Oh, yeah. That's huge. Yeah. That's a big takeaway from this. Because, you might get motivated. You see a cool video or something. Right. But it's that consistent effort, day after day. Showing up. Even when you don't feel like it. Even when you don't feel like it. That's what changes things. That's what creates the transformation. And I guess that's where that mental toughness comes in. Yeah. It's that drive. It's that inner voice that says, you can do this. Yeah. You will do this, even when you're tired, when you just want to stay in bed. Oh, I know that feeling. You all do. But you have to push through it. And the more you do it, the stronger that voice gets. It's like your own personal cheerleader in your head. Exactly. Telling you, you got this. Yeah. It's pretty amazing. And, I think this whole mental toughness thing, it goes even beyond just like our own goals, It's about like making a difference in the world. Yes. It's about taking that same endurance spirit. Yeah. And channeling it into something bigger than ourselves. Like, I don't know, tackling climate change or fighting for social justice. Right. Those are huge challenges. But if we approach them with that same endurance mindset. Yeah. Like we talked about that consistency, that dedication. We can make a real impact. So it's like shifting our focus from like me to we. Exactly. It's about collective endurance. Yeah. Working together. Yeah. To overcome those obstacles and create a better world, for everyone. That's the dream. And just like in our training, we don't have to do it alone. Right. Having that support system, a community. People who get it. People who get it. Yeah. That can make a world of difference. As we're wrapping up this deep dive into endurance training, it's hitting me that it's about so much more than just being fit. Oh yeah, it goes so much deeper than that. It's like this mindset is a way of being in the world. Yeah. Where you empower yourself, yeah, but also contribute to something bigger. Yeah, it's about embracing challenges. Growing from them. Pushing your limits. Yeah. And never giving up, I love that. Never give up. On yourself? On yourself. On the world. On the world. Beautiful. It's pretty amazing. And, as we've been talking about all this, there's this one question that keeps popping into my head. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I'm curious. So we've talked about how endurance training can help us reach our goals and even like make the world a better place, right? Right. But what if we take it even further? Like what if the finish line, the real finish line isn't a place or some achievement? Okay. What if it's like a transformation? Like you change like deep down. So you're saying like how we approach life, right? Changes. Exactly. We push ourselves with training, we get tougher mentally, and like we find this strength we didn't know we had. Yeah, I can see that. But what if we take those qualities and use them everywhere? Not just in training. Oh, wow. What if endurance training at its core is about becoming the best version of yourself? Not just the body, but the whole you, the mind, the spirit, all of it. Yeah, all of it. And that transformation, that journey, that's the real prize. I like that. Marathons, triathlons, all those things. They're awesome. Yeah. But they're like points on a much bigger journey. It's like those tough workouts. They're like life, right? Yeah, exactly. We struggle. We push through. We fail sometimes, but we keep going. And we grow along the way. We get stronger. Exactly. And, you know, as we've been talking, it's like it's amazing the potential we all have. It's incredible. So remember what we talked about. Consistency over motivation. Right. You have to personalize your training. Yeah. Rest is so important. It's so important. Fuel yourself, right? Mix things up. Yeah. And build that mental toughness. Okay. I got it. But the most important thing, remember, the journey is the reward. Enjoy it. The ups and the downs. Yeah. Celebrate those wins. Celebrate those wins. And never, ever underestimate the power of endurance. Oh. Not in training. Not in life. That's a great way to put it. So as you go out there, you know, think about this. Where can you use these ideas of endurance training to make a positive impact? Yeah, good question. Is it a goal you've been putting off? A relationship that needs work? Maybe a cause you believe in. It could be anything. But remember, you have the strength to make a difference. I love that. That's a great challenge for our listeners. So go out there. Push those limits, keep growing, and embrace that power of endurance. Awesome. Keep going. And until next time, keep exploring. What's the secret to endurance training?